I want to tell you all a story about not too long ago. Actually, it was not too long ago. It was last year. Uh, I follow a YouTuber on here. He's a martial arts content creator, and he does a lot of videos on Jean-Claude Van Damme and Steven Seagal and martial arts films in general, action heroes. His name's the Viking Samurai, or Viking Samurai. You can find him on YouTube. And he actually was going back and forth in a video. There was a troll on here, and he was going back and forth. His name was his channel is it's been deleted, or he deleted, or YouTube deleted it because he was just out of control. And I'm not even going to give this troll any props, but let's just say that he is from New York and he lived in Canada. And he was a man of color, he was a person of color, and he was going back and forth with Viking Samurai about AJ Van Bakker, who's another YouTuber on this platform. He's a Taekwondo bouncer, Dutch kickboxer. He did a lot of security work for many clubs in Mexico and Holland and in LA. And you know the story about AJ Van Bakker challenging Michael Jai White, who's a Hollywood actor and martial artist. And so this douchebag decided he wanted to call out AJ Van Bakker and Viking Samurai, saying that just claiming that he was smarter than Viking Samurai and he knew more about certain topics, and Viking Samurai was just trashing this guy. And then, of course, me and him went back and forth for a little bit, for a minute, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, out of the blue, these troll accounts, these bots on this platform, started attacking him, man. And it wasn't just me. I left him alone after a while. It's like I ain't even go back and forth with this dude. But there was a bunch of other people that were going in his comments, and because I went back and kind of checked out his content and make sure that, that he wasn't mentioning my name, and he did one video, and I of course responded back to him, and the comments told him I'd like to mention my name because I really don't want to be involved in that shit. And I go through his comment section, man. He had a bunch of people in his comments, like bad people. I'm talking about really serious people that wanted to do harm to him. And there was a couple of people that sounded like they were very dangerous criminals, like gang members, mafia, or whatever they be. Very, very serious individuals. And they were threatening him. And so far, I don't know if YouTube deleted his channel or if he deleted it. But yeah, man, he was out of control, and that's all on him. I don't know if anything happened to the guy or not. I don't know if anyone actually came after him or not. I hope not. I hope he's okay. But this was like in 2021, and he was just on this platform, and he was just causing trouble and just being a douchebag. And so I don't know if someone finally found out his IP address and went to go pay him a visit or not. I hope not. But I tried to look for his channel, and I couldn't find it. But if y'all want to, I'm not going to tell you what his name is because I don't think he's really that important to give him that much credit or attention. I'm not going to tell you what his channel name was. But if you watched Viking Samurai, you know that he's been getting a lot of hate over the Frank Dukes drama and Steven Seagal and stuff like that. He's a good guy. He lives a pretty decent life. He's a good guy, and he just gets a lot of hate and trolls because people seem to think negatively of Frank Dukes, which I can understand why. He does a lot of his stories seem to be a little out there, a little over exaggerated. You know what I'm saying? And Dukes has went at it with a couple of actors. One of them was Don the Dragon Wilson. Don Dragon Wilson cannot stand him. And Frank Dukes also has some illegitimate heat with Steven Seagal. They hate each other too. And that's kind of funny that how one of the biggest liars in the film industry and in martial arts that both have lied. But I think Dukes has more negativity revolved around him than Seagal. I think Seagal is that a lot of his heat comes from jealousy. There's all the jealous actors and stuff that were, because he was a big star in the 90s, one of the biggest action heroes of the 90s. He was the guy, Steven Seagal. Everybody wanted to go watch a Steven Seagal movie because they liked Aikido. I never seen anybody fight like that before in a movie. But yeah, but then, you know, if you're on this platform and you speak your mind, speak out against certain topics like Frank Dukes or Steven Seagal, you're going to get a lot of Seagal Dukes haters that don't believe in their in their stories. Let me tell you something. Let me correct you. Both Dukes and Seagal are legit martial artists. They are legit. The stories about the stories they tell, like Seagal saying he knew Bruce Lee, he trained with Bruce Lee, that's all bullshit. As far as Dukes being the Kimute undefeated champion, fought 300 guys, whatever, I don't know if that's true. I'm just taking his word for it. But there seems to be a lot of people that seem to think that's not true. But they don't know. There's no evidence. All the person who knows for a fact that it's true is Dukes. Dukes is the only one that was there. And until someone else comes out and says that was there at the Kimute in 1975 and 1980, that can confirm Dukes' attributes, then you're just going to have to believe what you want. But as far as Steven Seagal, he is a legit martial artist. Trained in karate, black belt in Aikido. Yes, he's made up a lot of bullshit, but that's typical Hollywood actors. They all do it. Every Hollywood actor has made up some type of over-exaggerated freaking story. They all lie. That's part of what they do. It's part of their lifestyle. You know, it's Hollywood's BS. But yeah, Seagal's legit. Dukes is a legit martial artist. Yes, he is trained in martial arts. He knows how to fight. Do I think he can beat Michael Bisping? I believe it's possible. I think Michael Bisping, he's lost more than he's won a fight, I think. I mean, he's got his butt kicked quite a few times in UFC. Is he a decent fighter? He's alright. I mean, he ain't the best. But do I think he could beat Frank Dukes in his prime? Maybe, maybe not. Probably not. I don't know. I think Frank Dukes in his prime would definitely give Bisping possibly an ass beating of his life. Probably even the worst ass beating he's ever taken in the UFC. Probably. Because Frank Dukes isn't a... He may have only competed once. Now he's in the Kimute. He may have only competed once. I don't know if that's true or not, but I'm just going by what Frank says. I like Frank Dukes. I think he's a great guy. But I do believe that whatever he says, there's got to be some truth to it. Because I watched that video, his interview on Viking Samurai, and a lot of the stuff he says seems legit, accurate. Regardless of whose side, if you take Alan Goldberg or Don Dragon Wilson or anyone else's side, or Sheldon Littich, a popular action director. And he seems to think Frank is a fraud. In which he could be, I don't know. But I'm not going by what Sheldon or Don or Alan says. I'm going by what Frank says. Because Frank is the only one that is coming out and defending himself. And no one else has came out. Well, there's a few people that actually believe him. That's one of them is Ashita Kim, a very popular. If you ever watch those 90s direct-to-video instructional videos with Ashita Kim, you watch that shit, that's garbage. Like him dodging bullets. Nobody could dodge a fucking bullet. That guy's full of shit. You ever watch those videos on YouTube? Look up Ashita Kim instructional videos. There's a video of him claiming he could dodge a bullet and do all kinds of crazy shit. And there's videos. That's pure entertainment. That's all it is. He could not dodge a bullet. He is trained. He is legit, and he's a legit ninjutsu practitioner. Ashita Kim is. He's a legit martial artist. Yes, he can fight. The same goes for all these guys. Do I believe George Dillman can fight? Yes. Do I believe he can do pressure points? Yes. Do I believe he can do no-touch knockouts? Hell no. But that's just me. I give credit where credit is due. Period. So that's just my opinions on that. But yeah, there's a lot of people that are hating on Viking Samurai now because of his interviews, and that's crazy. You're allowed to have your opinions. You're entitled to your opinions, but don't come on someone else's platform and channel just to hate on them. That's just wrong. That's my opinion. You can hate on Bolin all you want, though. I don't care. Go to his comment section and just trash him. I hope you do. I applaud you for that. He deserves it. But not Viking Samurai.